In a bustling city, amidst the noise of honking horns and the hustle and bustle of daily life, there was a place that few knew about, a hidden gem of serenity known as the Garden of Tranquility. At the heart of this oasis was a majestic monastery where a wise and peaceful monk named Brother John resided. One day, Michael, a successful businessman, found himself standing before the monastery's grand entrance. A wrought iron gate adorned with intricate patterns greeted him, and a simple sign read, "Monastery of Tranquil Thoughts." Intrigued, he decided to step inside. The monastery was a revelation. Its serene courtyard was a perfect blend of nature and architecture, with lush greenery and a tranquil pond. As he walked deeper into the monastery, he noticed a serene garden with a plaque that read, "The Garden of Transformative Thoughts." Intrigued, he approached the garden, and there he met Brother John, who was meticulously tending to the plants. Michael struck up a conversation with Brother John, and soon, they were engrossed in a deep conversation about life and the power of the mind. Michael shared his relentless pursuit of success and how he believed that achieving more and more would finally bring him happiness. He spoke of his daily stress and anxiety, how he often felt overwhelmed by the demands of his career. Brother John, with a serene smile, listened to Michael's story and then gently replied, "My friend, it seems like you are carrying a heavy burden. The mind is a powerful tool, and what you think, you become. If you constantly think of stress and anxiety, that's precisely what you'll become." Michael was intrigued by Brother John's wisdom but also skeptical. "Are you saying that just by changing my thoughts, I can change my life?" Brother John nodded, "Yes, that's the essence of it. You see, the mind is like this garden. If you tend to it with negative thoughts and stress, that's what will flourish. But if you plant seeds of peace, happiness, and contentment, your life will bloom with those qualities." Skeptical but curious, Michael asked, "How can I change my thoughts? It seems easier said than done." Brother John gestured toward the garden. "Well, it all starts here, in the Garden of Transformative Thoughts. Each of these plants represents a thought or belief. Take a look at the weeds over there, they symbolize your negative thoughts. You must uproot them and replace them with the seeds of positivity." As they spoke, Michael noticed the garden's weeds, tall and tangled, choking the life out of the surrounding plants. The contrast between the vibrant flowers and the invasive weeds was stark. Brother John handed him a small gardening tool and said, "Start here. Uproot one of those weeds, and we'll replace it with a positive thought." Michael hesitated for a moment, doubting the simplicity of the process. However, he decided to give it a try. With Brother John's guidance, he selected a weed and began to pull it from the soil. It took effort, but as the weed came free, he replaced it with a small seedling representing happiness. Over the course of the next several weeks, Michael continued to visit the Monastery of Tranquil Thoughts and the Garden of Transformative Thoughts. He uprooted the weeds of stress, self-doubt, and anxiety, and in their place, he planted the seeds of peace, confidence, and gratitude. Gradually, he noticed changes in his life. The perpetual stress that had once burdened him began to lift. He found moments of stillness amid the chaos of his work, and his relationships with family and friends improved. As he nurtured his inner garden, the world outside started to transform as well. One day, after a particularly fruitful session in the garden, he decided to take a step further. He asked Brother John, "You've shown me the power of thoughts. But what about my daily life? How can I apply this wisdom to my career and my interactions with people?" Brother John smiled, "You've taken the first steps, my friend. Now, it's about taking this practice into your daily life. Instead of reacting with stress, choose to respond with calm. When faced with challenges, see them as opportunities for growth. And in your interactions with others, sow seeds of kindness, empathy, and understanding. Over the next few months, Michael took Brother John's advice to heart. He began to approach his work with a newfound sense of calm and creativity. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, he viewed them as chances to learn and grow. His business prospered as a result, and he found himself more content and fulfilled than ever before. In his interactions with others, he practiced patience and empathy. He realized that his previous impatience and irritability had only created distance in his relationships. Now, he took the time to listen, understand, and support those around him. One day, while visiting the Garden of Transformative Thoughts, Michael encountered a stranger who was struggling with the weeds in the garden. The stranger, a young woman named Sarah, looked distraught. Michael approached her and offered his help. As they began to uproot the weeds and plant new seeds together, Michael shared the wisdom he had learned from Brother John. He told her about the transformative power of thoughts and the impact they had on his own life. Sarah listened intently and, as they continued working side by side, she shared her own struggles with stress and anxiety. She admitted how difficult it was for her to change her thought patterns. Michael said, "It's not an instant transformation, Sarah. It's a daily practice. Just like we tend to this garden, we must tend to our minds. Small changes, day by day, can lead to profound transformations over time." Sarah, inspired by Michael's story, decided to adopt this new approach to life. She began her own journey of uprooting negative thoughts and planting seeds of positivity. Michael and Sarah continued to meet in the monastery of tranquil thoughts and support each other in their inner transformation. As the seasons passed, the Garden of Transformative Thoughts thrived, and so did Michael, Sarah, and many others who discovered the power of their minds. The monastery became a symbol of hope and transformation for the people of the city. In time, Michael's success in his career was not measured solely by financial gains, but by the positive impact he had on others. He realized that true success was in the quality of his thoughts and actions, and in the happiness he shared with those around him. And so, as Michael and Sarah continued their work in the garden, they came to understand the profound truth that had changed their lives: the mind is everything. What you think you become. It was a lesson that had transformed a bustling city into a place of peace, one thought at a time. This is the channel of Wisdom Investor Kim. Thanks for joining us today. Please hit the subscribe button and share with your loved ones if you would like to take this wisdom journey with us. Invest yourself in wisdom. See you next time.